Here's one that's been sent in.
Oh, great, you're getting to the jokes.
You got one? Yep. It's like the guy that walked into the pub up the top end in Darwin, having a few quiet ones, and one of the locals walked up to the barman, and he said, I'll have a beer, thanks, donkey. And the guy beside him thought, hang on a minute. And he said, a packet of nuts as well, thanks, donkey. He said, got any change for the phone, donkey? Nicked off. He said, see you later, donkey. Now, the guy turned to the barman and he said, look, I've never seen anything like this in my life. He said, that's dreadful. He said, that guy walked in, he said, I'll have a beer, donkey, at the nuts. He called you donkey, to change for the phone, donkey. And the barman said, oh, he always calls me that, you see.
I like that. Sent to us from...
It is an oldie, sent to us by Mr. Geordie Smetana from Batteau Bay in New South Wales.
Back to you, Shane.
I'll tell you what, Trevor Ettridge.
Pardon me?
Trevor Ettridge. That's the tag. Thank you very much. I love you.
Sounds like a car dealer.
He sent in this one, which is a fabulous old joke about the big ball, the big dude's ball, right? We've got the elephants, we've got the rhinoceroses, and we've got the hippopotami.
Plural of...
Hippopotamus. Good.
Yeah.
They've all lobbed, you see, and it's on. They've got a band, I'm talking big band, you know, like...
Big pig?
Could have been Big Pig. They were up there, and the band are playing fabulous old songs, like one of the elephants was singing Thanks for the Memory. They were doing some old... I
love that. Think about it.
Glenn Miller numbers, like In the Mud. They were having a ball, you see, and they're dancing, doing silly things. A bit later, they're sort of like, you know, blowing champagne through their trunks, some of the elephants, seeing how many chisels they could fit on their tusks, you know, mucking about like you would. Come round about midnight, you see, when the music got a little bit quieter and that, there was a rhinoceros. I went up to a lady elephant and said, may I have the pleasure of this dance? She said, why not? And they're out there dancing cheek to cheek. Bit rough, you know, there, but they're dancing, whispering sweet and under, in the ear and stuff, and they're dancing. Eventually, it's finished, and they've all clapped, marvellous. And so the rhinoceros said to the young lady elephant, what's your name? She said, my name's Elspeth. He thought, that's marvellous, Elspeth. She said, by the way, what's your name? He said, my name is Neil. She fainted. There and then, all the other elephants, rhinos, the hippos, they all came over and they're fanning her saying, Elspeth, what happened?
What'd they say?
Pretty hard to pronounce, really, isn't it? I said, hey, fat guts, what happened? She looked up, she said, I've had the most wonderful night of my life. You'll never guess who I was dancing with. They said, who are you dancing with? She said, Rhino Neil.
Oh, I think the getting to it was the fun part.
Yeah.
The getting to it was the fun part.
I've got one here.
He's got one there.
Got one here from Alex Mukey Babick.
What?
From New South Wales. Mukey Babick, that's what it says, Liverpool. This poor little fella, you see, he's in this pub up in the territory there and he's having a few beers on his own, nice and quiet. This dirty big yank mongrel walked up behind him, you see, and he's gone, hey! Down went the little fella, lying there in a coma.
Coma?
In a stuma. Anyhow, he's got up and he said, what was that? Yank said, that was karate from Korea. Little bloke went back to his beer. Up come this yank mongrel again. He's gone, down he went again. He said, what was that? And the yank said, that was judo from Japan. Little fella got up, brushed himself down, went outside. He was back in 3 minutes flat. He's gone up behind the yank. He's gone, hey! Down went the yank like a heap of mullock. And he's lying there. Little bloke stepped over him, went up to the bar, and he said, hey. He said, when that yank mongrel comes to, tell him that was a crowbar from Kmart.
Nice one.
Beautiful stuff indeed. Here's one about the two schools having a bit of a sports day, you see, the two local schools. Now, the headmistress has come to the headmaster. She said, shocking stuff. You'll never guess what happened. I was walking down behind the shelter sheds, and our boys are having a competition with the other boys from the other school to see who can wee the highest Up the wall. He said, really? He said, "But what did you do?" She said, "Well, naturally." She said, "I hit the roof." He said, "Well done, headmistress. Knew you wouldn't let the school down."
That's a nice stuff, little joke. We'll have to leave it there because we're very, very late. And the judges are perplexed. Did you have one that you thought...
I reckon that the first one was pretty good.
The first...
What on earth was it about? I know. The donkey.
He always calls
We'll
me
give it to
like
the first
that.
one then.
Who the heck was that? I'll tell you, that was Geordie Smetana from Batto Bay in New South Wales.
From Batto Bay, the rhinoceros elephant thing. That was funny, but the tag was sort of neither here nor there, but the build-up was wonderful. Commendable. That's a commendation to Act 3. Here's the prize. Thank you, Maurie. Thank you, Shane.
And our winner on the Great Aussie Joke this week can throw out your old music system because you have just won the latest Gold Star sound system with 3-way speakers, dual cassette deck, AM, FM radio, turntable and compact disc. So invite your friends around for a rock and roll party on Gold Star. It took Cambrook to think of it. Back with more shortly.